arguably the most extreme form of heavy music on the planet. Black metal emerged from the convergence of speed, death and thrash in the early to mid-80s, from disparate underground bands who all had a propensity for leather, corpse paint, lo-fi production values and evil satanic-themed lyrics. In the early 90s there was a seismic shift within the genre, with Scandinavia at its epicenter, specifically Norway. This second wave of black metal, as it came to be known, doubled down on the satanic themes, cranked up the distortion, and dropped atmospheric temperatures well below freezing. But it wasn't the music that caught the world's attention at this time, but a spate of church burnings and murder. And to some extent, modern black metal still lives within the shadow of those dark acts in Norway. Black metal has now spread to almost every corner of the globe, a fact that really hit home as I was compiling this list. Not only that, and to the chagrin of some fans, it is now diversified to quite an astonishing degree. The sheer number of subgenres is a testament to this. Turns out misanthropy travels, and there appears to be no limit to the dark shapes that black metal can be twisted into. I love black metal. At its very best, it's a deeply meditative, transportative and even transcendent kind of music, which, if you allow it, will take you to some very interesting, if admittedly very dark places. And even when it doesn't scale those kinds of icy peaks, it's still metal, still good for drinking beer and banging your head to. It's my favourite genre of music in the world, and who knows, for one or two of you, by the end of this list, maybe yours as well. Hail Satan. Number 100, Belphegor, Lucifer, Incestus. What better way to begin our countdown than with some brutal Satan-worshipping black and death. All the big hits are here. You got Goat Christ, Fuck the Blood of Christ, the Sin Hell Fucked, and who could forget that unforgettable ballad, Demonic Staccato Erection. They're all here, wrapped up in one bloody package. Yeah! At 99, Wode. A very strong debut from this Manchester band. Classical black metal that isn't afraid to throw in choruses and big hooks. Necrodeath, Into the Macabre. A super scruffy set of old school headbangers from Italy's answer to Kreator. At 97, Graveworm, Engraved in Black, a massive collection of emperor-worshipping symphonic anthems. Renaissance in Blood is a stone-cold cult classic. At 96, Vassafor, Malediction. And you thought that New Zealand was all beautiful Lord of the Rings scenery, friendly people and cute fluffy flightless birds. Well, think again. If Vassafor were in Lord of the Rings, they'd be in Mordor, but not the nice part of Mordor, the really run-down part without any good shops. They wouldn't be friendly people, they'd be the sort of people that would kick you in the balls, then sacrifice your children to Satan. And you can forget about cute fluffy flightless birds. If Vassafor were a bird, they'd be an evil crow that would pick out your eyeballs and then shit in the sockets. 95. Dämmerfarben im Abendrot. Pagan prog meets folk metal meets nasty German vocals with undeniable hooks in this richly rewarding album.
Next up, it's Strid. Got a 15-minute break at work and don't know what to do with it. Slip this on. Enter the Nordic wastelands of your subconscious. Die of hypothermia. And then get back to your desk at work like a good slave.
At 93, Anguished, Cold. Speaking of slaves, there's more than just a hint of yes, mistress about that artwork. Slap, tickle, and Satan? That's a brand of ladies' underwear I'd happily wear all day.
Desaster, end of chapter. Hopefully this debut of riff-charged gut punches is just the first of many chapters from this young Lithuanian band. Already tighter than a Nats for JJ, and as comfortable throwing skew-whiff post-rocky death spell omega shapes as they are kicking orthodoxy to the curb with bursts of melodic clean vocals. Defo ones to watch. Cirith Gorgor, onwards to the Spectral Defile. This album showcases black metal that oozes rock and roll cool, is easily accessible, and is respectful of the genre's history without being enthralled to it. This feels like it could have been released at any point in the last 25 years, and that's a good thing. Vocal cord shredding screams, pummeling blitzkrieg riffs, as well as some snappy classic heavy metal flourishes. I re-listened to this in the gym recently, and this album made me want to burn that fucking gym down to the ground. Then I reflected on the enormous loss of life that this would entail and decided against it. Also, still got 3 months left on my membership, so that would have gone to waste too. Still, the very fact that I even considered starting a fire in Fitway Gym gives you a measure of just how sick this album really is.
GoPro, stop recording. Allegiance, hymn to Hangagud. A great all-rounder this one. Just classic melodic black metal, full of Metallica riffs and nice folky pagan touches. Something for everyone here, as long as you like black metal. Way. GoPro, stop recording. At 89, Desaster, Anglewhore. These veterans have been consistently good throughout their career, but for me they hit a high point with their 2005 album Anglewhore. A scuzzy, fuzzy, crusty set of snarling, blackened thrash bruisers. Mr. Zor! Mr. Zor! Yeah! Mr. Zor! Yeah!
Watch out for the plants, Mr. Zor. At 88, Destruction, Infernal Overkill. Another Black and Thrash classic from Germany, along with Sodom and Kreator. Destruction laid the early cursed groundwork that later groups would build into the darkened citadel that black metal would become. And on Infernal Overkill, you can hear those skeletal foundations being laid bone by bone. Phu Gyi is so cool, isn't it? Right, we're going to get some lunch soon. Kreator, Endless Pain. That review I did for Destruction's Infernal Overkill, well, imagine I'm giving the exact same review, only now I'm in a slightly different location. I'm in a boat, and change the words Destruction for Kreator and the words Infernal Overkill for Endless Pain. It's fun using your imagination, isn't it? On your hop. Sit net down. Ascension, Consolamentum, a great forward-thinking album with professional musicianship and consistently good lyrics the whole way through. The highlight for me has to be the hypnotic centerpiece, Grant Me Light, which apparently is adapted from an Islamic prayer. Got me to thinking that maybe it'd be good to do a countdown of Islamic prayers. Then again, maybe not such a good idea. Next up, it's Demoncy, Joined in Darkness. This is straight up one of the most evil sounding albums ever. If Hellfest actually were held in hell, Demoncy wouldn't just be headlining, they'd be slashing your tent with a syringe infected with HIV, forcing you to drink from the toilets at gunpoint, and feeding you hamburgers ground from the meat of your own grandparents. Really unpleasant behaviour. Solar Cult. Black Lodge, that artwork, that industrial sound. You have a shit job in a factory. Your boss is younger than you, a thug in a cheap suit who talks down to you and finishes every sentence with yeah, yeah, yeah. You have an accident at work and lose a finger and no one cares. On the bus coming home late at night, drunken men bully you. They say you smell like rabbits. GoPro, stop recording. Wode pull you in with their lovely artwork, which looks like this. But then they push you down the stairs and kick you to death with their snotty brand of black metal punk. Oh, Mgla! Oh! It's kind of tempting.
Hi.
Mgla, Exercises in Futility. A lean, mean, sinewy set of archetypal bleakness. This LP is a reminder that modern black metal doesn't need to be souped up like a shitty sports car. Sometimes it's just enough to do the fundamentals really fucking well, which is exactly what Mgla do here. Not an ounce of fat on this one, just like that scrawny bloke on the cover. Though, to be honest, that guy looks like he could do with a sandwich.
Good. Stop. Huh? Bye, Mr. Zor. Bye, Mr. Zor. Mr. Zor. Ah, Mr. Zor.
Mare Cognitum, Phobos Monolith. The obvious reference point for this project is fellow Cosmic Voyager's Dark Space, but where that band portrays the cosmos as a vast, empty, lifeless void, a pitiless black hole of despair where dark matter reigns, Phobo Monolith's universe is one full of exotic alien worlds, with milkshake pink skies and mercury oceans, a journey through brightly coloured nebulas to distant stars, where enormous solar flares erupt and where we're blinded by the white-hot blast from the supernova, as comets blaze a fiery trail through the vacuum of space. It's full sensory overload. Space opera. But don't get too comfy stargazing there. This is still a cosmos that's fundamentally inhospitable to life. The universe still wants you dead. And one day, you will die. You are fucked.
Pure?
Ayan, pure.
Mgla ba?
Mgla ba?